My name? Jay. The setting? The bathroom. The movie. Sinister. It has been a long time coming since I have been to the theater and saw a horror movie that I actually liked. And I actually like this one. I do like Ethan Hawke. Now, maybe it's because people say that he's my celebrity doppelganger. Twinsies! He is handsome, so if that's true, then maybe this will be a re-emergence for Ethan Hawke. I don't know. I'm pulling for your celebrity me. You need to know a little bit about the story. Ethan Hawke's character is a famous true crime writer, but he really hasn't written anything substantial in the last 10 years, so he finally gets his story and he takes his wife and 2 kids and moves into this house. But there was a murder that took place in this house that they moved into years ago. As he's moving in, he goes up in the attic and he finds this box that has a bunch of home movies in it. He finds out that not only 1 murder has occurred, but 5. Not in the same house, but they are all linked. The flow of the movie actually was really good. Yeah, there were some cheesy moments, and there were some stupid things that really didn't need to be in there, but most of the time, my eyes were glued to the screen, my hands were shoveling corn into my mouth, and I may have peed a little, a couple of times. The jump out moments, they good. There was a point in the movie where I actually did look behind me to make sure that no one or no thing was there. Horror movies thrive on sound. You need it to add tension, to get people scared. It has to happen, and this movie, the sound editing was absolutely amazing. There are sounds and creaks and movements that all are just perfectly placed in this movie to escalate the tension, and when it needs to peak, scare the absolute shit out of you. One of my biggest pet peeves is usually the way horror movies end. It's always a really good Act 1, Act 2, and then the 3rd act, you're like, oh man, really? This one, the only problem I really have, there's a moment at the ending where something happens and you could have just cut to black and it would have been super impactful and you would have left the theater going, holy shit. But they ended up dragging it on about 5 minutes too long. I get it, they had to button up the story and show a few things. This is a perfect date movie for a guy to bring a girl to. I am stamping a BBR guarantee on this bad boy that you will have that woman in your lap for the entire movie after the first 15 minutes, and she's not moving. Who knows, maybe you'll even get her to do the popcorn trick instead of closing her eyes during the scary scenes. So on the chronometer, guys, the tub is full, and it is frightening. I'm just glad that there's a horror movie out that's not trite and hackneyed and commonplace. Even though all 3 of those mean the same things, that's what's been happening to horror recently. So thank you, Sinister, for coming out, because I enjoyed myself, and I think you guys will too. And you may pee a little. Never can say it enough, guys. Subscribe to BBR, like BBR, share BBR, and while you're at it, I want to know the moment that scared the absolute shit out of you. What was that one moment that made you say, hey, should I have 20 friends around me for the next 2 weeks so I'm not alone? Just say the word, oh, he. That was a Phil Collins reference. Don't know why. Popcorn trick here. What you do is you cut a hole at the bottom of the tub of corn. You know what to do next.